The movie's starting. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Movie Starting podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Chris.
I'm your other host, Jeremiah.
And today we're joined by...
My name is Brett Weiss.
Yeah.
Well, I write books about video games, NES, SNES, 100 Greatest Console Video Games, all that good stuff. Also have a YouTube channel. You can find all that at brettweisswords.com. Been doing this a very long time, and I'm a big movie buff as well. Big movie fan.
Nice. I'm in a couple of his books.
Yes, you are. I didn't pay you a goddamn cent.
Don't tell him that. Now
I feel robbed. I was robbed.
You were screwed, man. I told you I was going to give you $1,000 per story, and then
I know. How about I want $1,000 per word now?
Yes. Hey, I did have one person request $1 per word, and that's perfectly fine. That was a suggestion, and they politely, respectfully declined that. I said it's just something for fun, and
that's why I did it. I thought it would be cool to be in a book, so I was like, I don't care.
Yeah, and so it's all good. And I've contributed stuff to projects I enjoy just for fun, like the digital press fanzine. I didn't get paid for that. And Rob Strangeman's Memoirs of a Virtual Caveman. That was just for fun. So
if I wanted to get paid, I would have asked for it.
Don't fight crime for money.
No.
Yeah.
Whoa. But anyway, what movie are we watching today?
We're watching Fast Times at Ridgemont High. This is basically a documentary. I grew up in the 80s. I graduated high school in 1985. And the movie, as far-fetched as it seemed, as outlandish as it may seem to some viewers, it's basically what happened. I mean, the awkward romances, the crazy football players, the just freaks, geeks, the
shopping malls.
The arcade
burger
scene,
joints.
man. Yeah, the stoners. It's all true, man. It all happened.
The high school experience.
Yeah,
absolutely. There was nothing. The 80s was a fun time to grow up.
I grew up in the 80s as well, but
what year were you born?
I got to grow up in both.
I was born
80s.
in 75.
75.
Yeah.
Nice.
I was in a rare position where I got to be
Jeremiah was still swimming in his dad's nuts.
So but I got to grow up in both the 80s and 90s. So.
Yeah.
Sweet. I'm still growing up. I'm growing up in the 2023. I'm waiting to mature still.
So it's been a long time since I've actually watched this. It's been like at least a decade and a half.
Well, I watched it not terribly long ago. It holds up remarkably well. There's not a wasted scene. Great movie.
This is Amy Heckerling.
And you know who wrote it?
Diablo Cody?
No, Cameron Crowe.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, he also wrote. I believe it was also a novel he wrote or a book he wrote, and then he turned it into a screenplay. Yeah.
Yeah, and that book is now out of print and very hard to find.
I didn't even know that.
If you stumble across an original printing of Fast Times at Ridgemont High paperback book, or just some kind of early edition of the book, grab it. It's worth some money.
eBay.
Well, and the thing is, you can really see a character like Mark is probably the Cameron Crowe in that story because of, you look at, the music one he did, Almost Famous, and how he's
famous,
he's also that kind of character. So it kind of makes you wonder if the Mark character was his character that he lived through, in those days.
Well, what's funny is I definitely see myself in this movie. All the different main characters, Mark Ratner and Damone and the crazy football player. I was basketball, but I was very intense playing basketball. And I tried to be cool like Damone. I sold concert tickets and all that stuff. And I had a cool car that I put mag wheels on and all that stuff. And, 4 speakers and a Pioneer 100-watt amp. But I was also awkward on dates. So I had something in common with Rat. So I could identify. And I was a stoner like Spicoli. So I could identify with all these characters.
I did not see this when I was a kid, probably for good reasons. I discovered it when I was a 20-year-old man.
I'd never would turn the TV off if you did.
Yeah. Well, I had just one of the guys for that. So.
Thanks, Cable.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw that. I rewatched that movie not long ago.
I still love that one.
Just for the guys.
Yeah. It was like I said, that was always, as a kid, you love that movie because it was, I think, either rated PG or PG-13. And
Yes, PG-13.
And it would, HBO or Cinemax would always play it around 3. So right as you got out of school, your parents were still at work. Yeah.
And
Cubes. I'm
the
taking this to the
lead,
bushes.
the lead in that film, she went on to be in the Flash TV show.
Yeah, she was the romantic interest for like a few episodes.
I remember she was on L.A. Law or something like that. But Joyce Heiser.
Yeah, because she was. I remember in the TV show, she was one of the few people who knew Barry. Because I think she was a cop. I think it was her character, and she was one of the few people who knew Barry's identity.
But you know what?
And she still had that voice.
Yes, it's the Flash, so it leads us into Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Wow. There we go. See, there was a connection.
Quite the
nice segue.
Nice dissolve. So the movie is actually streaming on Peacock if you have a subscription. It's also available for rent or purchase on Amazon digitally. There's also a Criterion Blu-ray and I think 4K out there too.
If you're really cool, that's what you'll get.
Yeah. Go hit up your Barnes & Noble, hit up that Criterion section. We're watching a Blu-ray of it, and we have the movie queued up before the Universal logo, and we are pressing play now. Ooh. That 80s style Universal logo.
We got the beat. Go-Go's.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Great tune. Great band.
And this is when they were at the height of their career, too.
Yeah, and finally made it into the Rock Hall. Very much deserved.
No, I think I still have the Playboy somewhere laying around that Belinda Carlisle was in.
And that great Rolling Stone magazine with them in their underwear on the cover.
Kelly
it was the same. Night of the Comet.
Night of the Comet.
Love Night of the Comet.
Oh my! I love that. I saw that in the theater. It scared the shit out of me.
By the way, this is the same mall that it was the Sherman Oaks Mall, or whatever. It's the same one
from Shopping Mall.
Shopping Mall, and then also Commando.
The guy that was tearing tickets was in The Burning.
Oh yeah, well that's Mark. Yeah. He's one of the main characters. Yeah.
I love how the beginning of this film shows all the main characters.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. From Police Academy and Ghoulies. But no, it's Sherman Oaks Mall. It was also, like I said, Shopping Mall, Commando.
Trying
to think, there's several other movies that all filmed in this mall. Phantom of the Mall, by the way.
Did Michael Bay shoot this? It's all butts.
Well, they're not showing enough America in there, and they're
those were military.
Those were definitely 80s butts. Those jeans, like Guess jeans and that kind of style. It definitely had a certain look.
Yeah.
Yeah, every Friday night, man, we would hang out at the mall or the skating rink or both.
Matthew Leonetti, we were talking about him last week with the Goonies.
Yeah. And Cameron Crowe.
Shot everything. God, this had to have been one of his first movies.
Yep.
Very young writer.
I really wish there would have been some crossover, like, while this is going on, Commando happens, and then at night, Shopping Mall happens.
Did you see his cute little butt? Okay, you guys, let's talk about that.
It's like, don't worry, guys, during Christmas break, I'm going to go and move to a small little town and be attacked by tiny little creatures that multiply when they get hit by water.
And, Judge Reinhold will come with me.
Yeah.
Although he'll be way more creepy.
Yeah.
He's become like this big religious guy now. He's, I think he goes around giving talks and stuff. Judge Reinhold.
Oh, wow.
Well, judge not lest ye be judged by judge. Sorry. It was right.
Wow.
Same with Sam Jones. There's a documentary on Sam Jones.
Oh, yeah. That's on my Flash Gordon 4K.
Yeah.
It's a shame that he was kind of a butthead back in the day when he made that movie.
He even kind of acknowledges, I shouldn't have. He was listening to the wrong people.
Yeah.
Oh, Sam Jones?
Yeah.
I hung out with him at the Houston Arcade Expo. Awesome dude, man. A lot of fun and really cool.
I love that movie. I saw that in the theater when it first came out.
Interesting thing, too, is that he went into private security for a while.
Mm-hmm. And then he was in an episode of Stargate SG-1.
Yeah. But this was this was early, late 90s, early aughts when he started doing the private security stuff because he is a former Marine.
Oh,
right. Yeah, he talked to me about his experience in the Marines, how there were no doors on the toilets. They just wanted to dehumanize everyone.
Gross.
All cogs in the machine.
Yeah.
You look remarkably like a young Jamie Lee Curtis. That's my sister. Half sister.
All right.
Who? Wait. Which one?
Jennifer Jason Leigh.
Here's the
What's her
question:
half-sister?
Jennifer Jason Leigh.
What? I know Vic Morrow was. Oh, okay. Because I knew Vic Morrow was her dad. I didn't know who her. So, what's her face? Like, well,
Jason or Janet Leigh.
Janet Leigh is her mom. I didn't realize that. Oh, I never know. Huh. Wow, you learn something new every day.
You were today years old.
Well, because she really, if you look at her, she really does look like Vic Morrow, especially when she does her like kind of pouty face. Because you know who Vic Morrow was, right?
Yeah, he got his head cut
off by a helicopter.
Okay, yes. And fun fact, because at the time Vic Morrow died, the two of them were estranged. He left her like $1 in his will. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, guess what? They became even more estranged. Bada bing.
Yeah. Oh.
Zing. We're about to see Nicolas Cage flipping burgers.
I love how he's listed as the employee of the month.
Is that Janet White? Yep, that's from Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yep,
Man,
and also and Better Off Dead.
Yep.
I had a lot in common with Brad too. When I worked at a barbecue restaurant, I was employee of the month, and I was real dedicated to my job, just like Brad.
Eric Schultz.
And Anthony Edwards.
Until he quit, of course.
Yep.
Did he get the part in Back to the Future based on his performance in this film?
No, but he did get Mask.
Yeah.
Mask is a great film.
Yeah, I used to watch that on cable all the time.
Yeah.
Oh man, what
No
rebels.
shirt. No shirt. I worked at the mall, but it was later in the 90s. I worked at Walden Books for 5 years.
Yeah.
Walden Books. That's why I almost cracked my skull.
Do tell.
Yeah, I went and saw Freddy's Dead at the local mall and found out that I can't do the red and blue 3D. Like it makes one eye continuously see red and the other one see blue all the time. So like we walked out of the theater and I was kind of like trying to shake it off. We walk into Walden Books. I grabbed the magazine.
Yeah.
And I was trying to read it and like all of a sudden everything just went crazy and I like fell backwards and luckily my brother was there to catch me because I would have cracked my skull on one of those
basically passed
out. Yeah.
Dang. Another great song. This movie's just loaded down with great music. Tom Petty.
Oh, there's Nicolas Cage. I saw in the background there. Yeah, I think we're too far back. Fuck. I think that's right. Oh. Yeah.
Duh.
But
I'm friends with Carrie. I'm friends with Carrie Maloney on Facebook.
Oh, cool.
She's in a sequel to what was it? Sorority Babes and the Slimeball Bowl-O-Rama 2.
Nice.
They just finished filming.
I've got Catherine Mary Stewart's phone number, and I've texted her a couple times.
Yeah, I saw the picture you took with all the Last Starfighter people.
Dude, they were so nice. It was incredible.
I want to meet them so bad. I love that movie.
We had so much fun. They partied with us on Saturday night, and they were incredibly fun.
Nice.
Lance Guest can sing and play the guitar, man. He's really good.
Did you ask him about Jaws the Revenge?
My son was joking with him about what a bad movie it is, and I was like, Ryan. But he acknowledged it. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
But
it could have been worse. It could have been the original script version where it was a voodoo curse that was put on the shark. That's why it went after the Brodies. Read the novelization. It's in there.
Oh, terrible.
I'll have to talk to Ryan about that. He's our resident Jaws expert.
Yeah.
And here he is.
Hello.
Nice car. You're really keeping it up.
See,
don't fuck with it.
Key and Peele have ruined him for me because when I see him, all I can think of now is Baby Forest. He's like goo goo gaga.
For me, it's Twilight. It's Twilight Zone. The one he narrated.
The one of the yachts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those fucking giant Woody Allen guys.
Now we're just slightly ahead of him.
Yeah.
I love how bad he wants to work at All American Burger.
This guy was the Seth Green of his day.
Yeah, I remember him from Police Academy.
Yeah, and Ghoulies.
Yeah.
And there's one scene in this where he's by his locker and he's got the book, Arthur C. Clarke.
2001?
No, it's oh shit. Of course I'm drawing a blank. Yeah. I love that van.
Well, it's a bus.
Essentially.
It's a hippie bus.
Shit, it's Popeye's dad.
Yeah.
Oh, Ray. Well, no, actually, he's my favorite Martian. Personally, my favorite Martian.
Yeah.
Show up, my brother and I grew up watching.
Ski schools came on, or I guess it's ski patrol came on the other day, and I forgot he's in that.
Hey,
I never saw that.
Pay rent.
Yeah.
Car payment was due. Hard to believe that this guy ends up like becoming like one of those super method actors that, you know.
Well, actually not, because they talk about how even for this,
did he just take smelling salts?
It was a popper.
Okay.
But even for this movie, he actually he stayed in fucking character. Like he was just like always Spicoli.
Yeah, you can write off his role in this as just kind of a lark or just kind of a goof, but he's really great.
Yeah,
he really is excellent. But yeah, you wouldn't necessarily see that he was going to become one of the greatest actors of
I didn't really start like appreciating him until I saw Dead Man Walking.
Yeah.
Oh, phenomenal! Love that movie.
Well, have you ever seen At Close Range?
Oh yeah, I mean, but for me that wasn't really. It was more about Christopher Walken.
Yeah, but no, you really.
I mean, he's good in that. They showed us that in our of all the times to watch that movie to show it in my film study class in high school.
Huh.
Yeah, maybe your dad's really not that good of a person.
Yeah. It's just, I thought that was funny, but I mean, I love that movie. I own it.
Yeah.
But like I really didn't think he was like awesome until I saw Dead Man Walking.
He's got his Azad shirt on. Azads were huge in the 80s.
Yeah.
I guess like I mentioned on another podcast, they were the first. They were the first people to invent the polo. Like, that particular type of shirt did not exist until they came up with it.
Well, in the 80s, it was cool to have a polo shirt and an Azad shirt. That meant you were somebody. But if you had one of those with a little fox on it, like you got at JCPenney, you were low grade, trash.
Ostracized.
Yeah. It was off brand.
It was like wearing a giant giant red A, basically.
Exactly. Well, one thing a lot of people that don't realize about the 80s is as cool as the 80s were and as freewheeling and as much fun as we had and as crazy and all that, it was very much click-based and very, very, there was a caste system and it was very brand conscious. I mean, you didn't dare be caught dead walking into a thrift store. You know, you were considered poverty-stricken.
Yeah.
In the 90s, like I bought a pair of those stupid parachute pants.
Yeah.
And wore it once, and I was like, never again.
Yeah.
And I bought one of those. Remember those? What were they called? The thermal? The ones that would change color? Hydrocolor?
Yeah.
I bought one of those, wore it once, never wore it again.
Yeah. Well, the hilarious thing, skip back, like I remember being in college and it was all about like, oh, I got this at a thrift store. You know? It's like I was in college.
Did you buy the parachute pants that I sold them?
Oh no, I had like Tyler Durden jacket, which you've probably seen me wear.
Yeah.
All this stuff that I had, like, oh man, I got this great deal at a thrift store. And it's like, because it was all about retro shit.
Yeah, it's considered cool to go to thrift stores now, and even like you know, Nirvana brought in, you know, it was cool to be grunge and all that, but in the 80s, man, it was not cool at all to be.
Oh no!
Did she just deep throat a carrot?
I can only imagine.
Best movie ever.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's teaching her how to. Yeah.
This is how you choke on a chicken.
I just wonder how many blowjobs has she given? She seems really. I mean, or is it one of those? Is those who can't teach? Those who can't do teach. Maybe she's just all.
Maybe that's what
and when she said don't bite, you know, she said don't bite, but you know, a little teeth's okay.
I'm good with no teeth, thank you.
Don't.
This has devolved.
Yeah.
You know, as long as you don't chomp down. Oh.
Yeah, no sudden movements.
probably not the best place to practice at school in front of everybody.
And then, of course, the famous character actor, I forget, I'm trying to remember his name here, the guy who plays the science teacher.
That girl looks like freaking Pat Benatar, but I know it's not her.
I won't just scroll. Vincent, God, what's his name? No. It starts with C.H. Chiavarelli, or...
He's been in so much stuff, and I can never remember his name.
Yeah.
Oh, Vincent Schiavelli.
Yeah, Schiavelli, yeah. He plays the science teacher. Yeah,
come on, he was also the science teacher or the math teacher in Better Off Dead.
Yeah. Who dates what's her face?
Yeah, Amanda Wiss.
Yeah. I never was ever in a science class that had a monkey in it.
No.
Nope.
80s were a different time, man.
Or maybe it's because I went to public school and they just couldn't afford to have that shit. I went to public school
and my AP bio class, we dissected a shark.
Lucky.
Not really. It was disgusting. The smell got everywhere. Like we had to wear 2 layers of like smock because if the oil on its skin got on your clothes.
Notice the shirt he was wearing a Popeye movie shirt. So when Ray Winston was in that.
Props for the Devo poster and the Tattoo You Rolling Stones poster.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there's B-52s.
Nice.
She's gonna let you go in the first 5 minutes.
Well, what am I supposed to do? Go up to this strange girl in my biology class and say, "Hello, I'd like you to take your clothes off and jump on me"?
Yes.
He doesn't know. Well, I mean, maybe he does know desperation, but not the kind I know. It's honest desperation.
Would you tell me, what should I do?
This is what you do. Start from the minute you walk in the biology.
Elvis Costello.
Yeah. Blondie back behind there.
Yeah. Nice.
Use your body.
I think it's Elvis.
Yeah.
That's what I do. I mean, I just send out this vibe and personally.
He's got Elvis and Elvis.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Is that Pete Townsend? That like 8 by
underneath the stop sign.
Him? Yeah.
Looks like it might be. Yeah, it does look like him. Yeah.
This would have been around the time he was doing his solo career. Yeah.
Is that Huey Lewis in the phone booth?
Oh no, that's the Elvis Costello.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This movie turns into a house party and he's sneaking out the window and shit. Yep.
Man, Jackson Brown. Love it.
It's got to be somebody's baby.
Tonight.
Man, if you watch the Eagles documentary, Jackson Brown is in it, and you'll just have a whole new level of appreciation for the greatness of Jackson Brown. Phenomenal musician.
Not Sonic Youth, Wasted Youth.
At the Save-On.
Is that a California thing?
Well, no, it's just like a discount store.
Like the Circle K.
And I remember, like, this scene's actually really disturbing because it is her essentially losing her virginity, but then you see just how dirty the dugout is that they're doing it, and like how
Dollar
apparently
General Ray Liotta here.
Yeah. Dime store fast. Yeah. He's got his spider. But yeah, and you just see the writing of how many people have all fucked there. So,
yeah, I'm drawing a blank on this whole scene.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like my Tyler Durden jacket.
I don't know if you guys have ever read Roger Ebert's review of this movie, but he absolutely hated it. And
he hated a lot of good movies. Yeah.
Well,
and now he's dead, so fuck him.
Oh, Jesus.
Whoa. He actually, he's got some, he likes monster movies and stuff like that more than Ebert. I mean, more than Siskel would.
They hated Alien, though.
Yeah. He would like...
well, they also hated Blue Velvet, which has gone on to be like a cult, like actually more than a cult classic.
That makes no sense.
Yeah.
But then I never listened to the reviews because my dad was like obsessed with Ebert's reviews. Like he would my dad's movie-going habits were based on what Ebert said. And I was
if
always
Ebert
like,
liked it, he would watch it.
Yeah.
So, like, it always surprised me because I kind of thought I had him figured out.
Yeah.
Like Ebert, the way he would review things. And then Dark City came out and he gave it 4 stars.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
Well, then he also...
Like, of all the movies you're going to say that... I mean, I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love Dark City. But that was the last movie I expected him to get 4 stars.
Yeah, and then, like, just look at her... Like, in this scene, like, just look at her when she looks up at... Like, she just kind of looks up at the ceiling and just realizes... You know, at first it's like, oh, it's kind of romantic or whatever. Also, the fucked up part about this scene is she lied to about her age. This because he's, like, such like a 20-year-old guy... And she's supposed to be 14.
Also, this is like statutory?
Yeah, that's more than that. She just wanted to lose her V card. And then, just like...
Does this make us accessories?
Not a good way to lose your virginity for you kids watching at home.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, like right here, yeah.
Oh, someone likes trauma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I lost it in a dirty dugout.
In her dugout?
Oh, well, she got dug out.
Yeah, she dug out in her dugout in the dugout.
And I didn't realize that Phoebe Cates was Native American.
Yeah, I was going to say appropriation.
Way to usurp culture there.
Raised on Radio, great team.
Hit that red and it looked like Christine.
But it's a Buick, not a Plymouth.
I always get them confused. They kind of have like the angling thing. Kind of always confuses me with these cars.
Even the inside.
No. You might as well just take the top down and go into a car wash.
I take out the garbage.
It's like, I gotta go. My vagina hurt.
Ron
Classy move.
Johnson.
Classy move, Ron.
Could be. Also, how the fuck did Ron know where she lived?
Stalker.
It's gonna be real. That's gonna be a real awkward doorbell ring.
Well, he's taking care of the outside of that car, but the inside of that hood is rusted as shit.
And this becomes a theme with Judge Reinhold's character, their relationship. How Judge Reinhold sort of is the guy who always is kind of, all right, I'll look out for you, even though yeah.
Well,
that comes to play again.
I think unlike a lot of these comedies like this, I think this movie has a little bit of a heart to it. I think the characters are actually, I think Phoebe Cates' character, or Jennifer Jason Leigh's character actually is a little bit sympathetic, and I think Judge Reinhold shows that, he's a good brother to her and stuff. So I think this movie does have some heart and substance to it beyond just, being clever and funny.
Yeah.
Just like a Porky's-esque comedy kind of thing.
Yeah, it's definitely a cut above Porky's.
Yeah. Well, and a lot of like the bad shit that happens to Judge Reinhold, it's sort of karma. It's very karmic because remember he says, "Oh, I think I'm going to leave her." He talks about, "I'm going to break up with her because it's our senior year, and that's what you do." And then the moment he says that, that's when shit starts spiraling down.
It's good that he did leave her when she did, because in a couple of years she's going to die in her sleep.
Oh, yeah, it's true. Johnny Depp will be there.
Yeah, Johnny Depp.
Uh-oh.
Derp.
Grease fire.
See, he just calmly puts down. It ain't shit.
You. See.
Brad is kind of the grown-up of all these kids. Responsible, got his job, takes care of his sister.
A piece of legislation introduced into Congress by Senator John Platt. It was passed in 1900.
I remember being in high school, sitting here, and I just did not care anything about what the teachers were saying. Just to be perfectly honest, I hadn't, after high school, took a couple of years off and went to college and took some business courses and that kind of stuff, and started taking it seriously. But man, I was just too young to care, too immature. I really only cared about rock concerts and my car and girls and stuff like that.
I like certain classes, but like there were some classes where I just could give a rat's ass, kind of thing.
I just didn't understand why I should care about any of it. I just hadn't. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just wasn't mature.
Youth.
I was immature.
Why is there a bagel in his pants?
He's happy to see you.
Oh, Jesus.
What's the reason for your truant? Just couldn't make it on time. You mean you couldn't or you wouldn't? It was like a full crowd seeing food lines.
What's funny is you kind of get sympathetic for Spicoli because he actually looks kind of sad when he gets kicked out of the class. Look at him.
Look, I'm here to learn, bro.
Yeah. He looks genuinely sad.
This is all kind of new to me. I don't remember any of this.
Also, I'm fairly sure that the kid he walked in with was the nerdy kid, the wizard from Nightmare 3.
I am the wizard master.
Yeah. I don't believe in fairy tales.
Back in the saddle.
All right.
Oh, youth.
That one girl that was sitting in the front row, I think she had just discovered makeup the day of this movie. This is real. Every time I would go to the mall for one of these things, I would always see this shit happening.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I have to say, I love Christmas scenes in movies. Just a sucker for them.
Oh, they drink Royal Crown Cola. Fancy.
This diversion brought to you by RC Cola.
Of course, she has her sort of older guy that she writes to, and they're going to get engaged.
She lived in Canada.
She's so above it all, the whole high school experience, and
the older guy, he's in this movie called A Fish Called Wanda, which legit, that is her husband, and there is quite a bit of age difference, but to be fair, they have been married for like 30 years.
There you go.
I wish she'd come back. I mean, like a bunch. I always get sad, like when, I understand actresses will take time off when they have a kid or something like that, but I always hope that they come back. Sarah Michelle Gellar just finally came back.
Yeah.
I heard her new werewolf show was pretty bad, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything about it, but I've been just all of a sudden she's showing up on every show.
Well, and she did a lot of voiceover stuff, even when she wasn't doing the live action, because she was Tila in Masters of the Universe. Yeah.
I almost said He-Man. I was like, no, that's not it.
You guys remember Orange Julius?
Oh yeah.
Oh god, yeah.
Sylvester Stallone too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I just work at the Orange Julius. It's a science computer. It gives you stuff. One of the most underrated.
I never understood the appeal of Orange Julius.
I know they're awful. They're fucking awful.
Never got it.
Oh, Pac-Man.
Gorf.
Oh, I love Gorf.
Used to play Gorf at a Treasure City store that was like Kmart near my house back in the day. In the lobby, back when arcade games were everywhere.
Yeah.
By the way, fuck your piano tie. He's got a piano scarf.
Nice.
And he's a member.
Dance on a piano.
And he's wearing a members only jacket.
And he can rock a pink shirt.
Be cool. A pink polo with that.
Yeah.
He's got the pen in there too. You see it? He's ready for everything. He's ready to party. Whip me.
He's really got us. He's really got us all fooled.
Hey, Brad, you got to ace that jacket. He's too cool to say take the jacket off. You got to ace that jacket.
Hey, I hear you like to fuck guys in a dugout.
Like, you look significantly older. Let's go out.
Yeah, and here's always the heartbreaking thing where clearly he really does like her and has feelings for her, and that comes bite him in the ass.
Yeah, this is reality.
Yeah. No, the retro Lay's logo too.
Well, this was shot in the 80s.
No.
Can I have your phone number so I can ask you out sometime?
Man, it's funny to think back when you're a teenager and how hard it was to ask a girl out, or just how you'd worry about it, and then leading up to it, you'd be all nervous. And later, when you get older, you don't give a shit, and it's so easy, so much easier to talk to females later on after you've had some experience. Yeah.
Shit, I remember this one girl I asked out in junior high. I asked her out and never talked to her again. Like, she avoided me, and I avoided her.
Yeah.
I was super embarrassed.
Yeah.
Crazy. Everything was so awkward.
Yeah.
I love that big hairy pussy. And there's no mention of it. It's just somebody happened to wrote on there.
Oh man,
it's a great touch. That's what's great about this movie.
And then there's also Y in the corner.
Every scene is
hilarious behind him
and carries the plot forward.
Yeah. It's just random big hair.
No, I felt like one of them was actually. And
wash your hands.
Here's the end.
Oh shit! This is he was in the Trancers. He's in a bunch of Full Moon movies.
That guy?
Yeah, he was in Trancers 2 and Sea People.
If you don't shut up, mister, I'm going to kick 100% of your ass. Oops, sorry, spoiler.
Yeah,
it's what was it? Rabbit, I think his character's name was in Trancers 2.
Well, yeah, and this is whenever Brad's world just starts to fall apart.
There's Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
Yep. Or no, at that point, probably Nicholas Coppola.
Yeah, Coppola. Yeah. When's he gonna start moaning like in Vampire's Kiss?
I'm a vampire! I'm a vampire!
Nicolas Cage.
And of course, dick move here.
Yeah, he just goes back.
And, oh man,
Dennis Taylor.
The steeple fingers. There we go.
Yeah.
I just love how all the businessmen are like, "Oh, what did he say?"
Dennis.
He threatens me with violence. Now I'm going to call you super. I can take care of it. Mr. Hamilton, did you threaten this customer or use profanity in any way? Why? He insulted me first and called me a moron, Dennis. Answer.
Dennis, I don't think I would last working for Dennis anyway. He seems like a piece of shit.
Little
corporate. He's a corporate tool.
Yeah.
I love this. Oh, and guess what?
Oh, is it party time?
Oh wait, no, not yet. This is the
where he has
fantasy
his
because
jacket.
he's working in the pirate place
And
first.
he's very impressed with the announcer's jacket. Where'd you get that jacket?
Yep.
Was that the Big Kahuna?
And that's
It's
the guy.
Big Chihuahua.
That's the guy that's like in every Rocky from the first to I think 5, and then he died. It must be cold on that beach. Boy, that aged well.
Yeah.
So much of this movie aging well.
Oh man, the sign that got stuck on that guy's back at the beginning of the movie too, and all that.
Yeah. Hey, it was a different time.
Yeah. They made this into a TV show too, didn't they?
Yeah, I think it lasted because it was the same director, whatever her name is, Amy Heckerling. I think she directed at least the pilot. It only lasted one season, and it had Dean Cameron, obviously, he's an 80s staple. It had Courtney Thorne-Smith, so basically 2 of the people from Summer School, Patrick Dempsey, Ray Walston, Ray Walston, and Vincent. How do you say his name again?
Vincent Schiavelli.
Schiavelli, yeah, they both came back, reprised their roles. Moon Zappa was in it.
Moon Unit?
Yep. And Claudia Wells, whoever that is. Oh, she was the original Jennifer on Back to the Future.
Oh.
But yeah, and Amy Heckerling, and it looks like a couple other people, but she did at least 3 episodes, the pilot. And yeah, it doesn't look like it got very good reviews. It only on IMDb it has 5.5 out of 10. So, and here it comes, the 1-2 punch here.
I'm just glad we're still together.
What?
Like, I want to get the guy.
Wait.
Look, Brad. I've been trying to think of a way to tell you.
Oh.
We're almost out of school.
Which is what he was going to do to her.
Yeah.
We owe it to ourselves to
Yeah.
hurry, to go out with other people.
So it's just like I said, very, very karmic. What happens to Brad, because it's just like he was on top, and he decided, you know what, maybe I'll break up with her and see other people, and then that's when the shit really hits the fan for him.
I have to say I like Damone's shirt here.
Licorice Pizza, wasn't that movie that came out a couple years ago?
I think, yeah, with what's his face's
Paul Thomas Anderson did it.
Yeah, and had what's his face's son.
Oh yes, the old mall record store, great hangout.
Blondie.
Debbie Harry, to be precise.
Let's watch that Videodrome.
Oh yeah,
Cool flick.
Stick. Got it. She likes it when you pierce her ears or whatever the fuck it was.
Have you guys seen Rock and Rule?
Oh yeah, I own it. I own a copy
Great movie.
of it, yeah.
Love that one. Great soundtrack.
Yeah, I like the song that they have her singing throughout the whole thing.
Oh yeah, it's excellent. Very catchy.
I wish it was her voice as the character when she's talking. But
Right.
I think Susan Egan or something.
And that's a lot of pictures of Babs in the background.
God damn. I always forget how big she was in the freaking 80s.
Yeah,
I always forget.
she had a musical career in the 80s. Yeah.
Like, I always forget.
Little cashmere.
Can you take me to the baseball field?
I mean, that's Diddy, right? No.
Oh, God. All from the Godzilla soundtrack?
Yeah, which is pissed me off that Jimmy Page signed off on that. It's their best song.
It's like a little kid sitting there. It's like 2 little kids at like a restaurant.
I think they made like even the candle is big. They obviously did that on purpose.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Uh-oh, someone forgot his wallet.
Yeah, fine. Would you mind if I excuse myself for a moment?
He's gonna call his brother and be like, "Can you bring me my chapstick? My lips are
Uh-oh.
Helga.
Looks like a couple of kids are going to be dining dashing.
As kids do.
I'll be right back.
And he was never seen again.
Kind of busy, right?
But he had money for the phone.
Maybe he called collect.
Would you go home and get it?
No, I can't. I'm here. The food's coming and everything. Look. Would you do me a favor? Just borrow your mom's car, drive to my house, get my wallet, and bring it back here.
Kind of busy.
that head movement's like, I am the wrong person to be asking this.
I am the worst friend ever. And you'll see why he is the worst friend ever very soon.
Yeah.
Please do this.
But you owe me for this one.
Okay, thanks.
You bought it?
And he's watching an episode of Leave It to Beaver.
Oh, shit. Where did they go? Like, oh, it's like some German
place, yeah, because they had Knotwurst or Bratwurst or whatever.
Okay. 2 more Cokes. 2 more Cokes.
Hey, Mark. Is that you? Yeah.
Yeah, you're mentioning his shirt. It's very Spetsnaz.
Oh my god! Did he escape from the gulag?
Yeah.
I think it's cool.
He'll kill you with one thumb and finger and eye.
What is problem, kid?
He's not my bird.
Yeah,
he's already checking out Stacy.
With my bird.
Fucking Mark, or not Mark. Fuck, what is his name? The friend. Yeah, fucking Damone.
Yeah.
Mark, get your brakes fixed.
Quick draw, Damone, as you'll see later.
Oh yeah. But he wasn't quick enough, unfortunately. It did the job.
Right. He's like Sure Shot Reese in Terminator.
Oh, God.
He traveled across time for her.
Just one hit. She looks damn good, by the way. That's a good look for her. I did not like what they did to her in Hateful Eight.
She's supposed to be 14 or 15. I forget. Yeah, I know
but she looks like she's 21.
Oh, yeah, well, she was. Yeah. I mean, I think, was
this
born
Hollywood,
in 61.
This is Hollywood movie 14.
Yeah.
They abused her in Hateful Eight. I did not like that one bit.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was awful.
Tarantino abusing a female actress? I've never heard of such a thing.
The way she's always getting beat up.
Okay.
She
just looked so horrible in that movie.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of funny the way they were always doing that. But yeah, I saw that weird and long or lengthened cut that they released before it came out.
So she was, in reality, she would have been 1920 when this was filmed. Yeah. I.e., why she can be nude in a movie. Oh. So.
Well, my sister did it!
I mean, I'm sure they would trade places if they could.
God. That was another one that I'm surprised my parents let me watch when I was a kid. I think, like I said, if it was rated R and it wasn't like a horror movie,
or violent,
it was okay. Even though there'd be like breasts floating around and shit, and people getting scalped by flying saw blades and stuff.
Also, it's like, I'm sorry, but to go back to the movie, it's like, if a girl is all over you like this, Mark, you fucking go for it. Well, don't pull what you're about to pull here.
He was shy, nervous.
Yeah. Chivalry.
So she's going to show him what she learned the other night, right?
Yeah. Because and like clearly, like she's into him. That's the whole thing. It's like, oh yeah.
Little Don Henley music here.
Yeah. I'm more of a Jill Walsh, but
is that Creedence?
No, Eagle. Oh Eagles. My God! How dare you?
I don't remember. I cannot remember.
How dare you say Don Henley was in Creedence?
I don't remember. Who's the one from Creedence? Then?
That's John Fogerty. Compare the Eagles to Creedence.
Wasn't Beavis of Terror in Creedence?
You see the audio.
And there's the last podcast we ever did.
I cannot capture the slow, evil turn.
This is not a visual movie.
Yeah. But yeah, fucking Mark, what the hell, bro? She was totally into you. Oh.
You dumb shit.
You know, years later, 40-year-old Mark recalls this incident and is like, what the fuck?
You did see her deep-throating that carrot, right?
Oh, no, he wasn't at that tape.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, and he's a fucking moron for turning it down. What do you care about
Mark Ratner for? I mean, he's a 16-year-old. They're basically Betty and Veronica.
Yeah.
And she works at a pizza restaurant. What?
Well, they could be Gwen and Mary Jane, too. Depending on your media.
Yeah, right.
So who's she going to kiss upside down?
Oh, you know, it's a surprise.
Oh.
Billy. Gizmo, actually.
I remember when this when this movie first came out, I can't remember if it was on cable or on VHS. They took out Hagar. They didn't have Fast Times at Ridgemont High song in it. I think Hagar played hardball.
For the rights.
And I was like, man, that really took something away
There's
from
some
the scene.
movies that I remember seeing in the theater, and it'll have like a specific song. Then you watch it on cable or on VHS, and the song is gone. Like 16 Candles did that,
and Weird Science as well, because they play Van Halen's "Pretty Woman" whenever Robert Downey Jr. and the other bullies see her in the mall, and then when you see it on cable, it was just the Weird Science theme song again. But yeah, it's all about rights.
The opening credits scene in 16 Candles is like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about music rights and like when you can use them and
Hagar, man, you got to give him credit. Fast Times at Ridgemont High and Heavy Metal, two of the greatest movies.
I love that Heavy Metal song.
Oh yeah.
That movie. Period.
Well, I will say this: like
Heavy Metal a million times.
Anytime
that was one of those movies I should have never seen because my parents took me to the drive-in to see it when it was first released, thinking, "Oh, it's a cartoon; it'll be okay." Not realizing it was R-rated. And then they were like, "Oh, we made a mistake, but we're going to live with it."
But no, with that song in particular, because I work in a bar, anytime like I need to do fast cleanup, I usually will play Sammy Hagar's Heavy Metal because it's like, all right, we're fucking moving now.
Yeah, I love that song.
Yeah, get the Jesus flowing.
Yeah. And of course,
next time play Radar Rider.
Oh no, I have. In fact, a lot of times I'll just listen to that soundtrack. And of course, bear in mind, this is we skipped over it, but this is Forrest Whitaker's car that they just fucking. That's supposed to be his little brother.
Yeah. And their solution is brilliant. The way they get out of this.
Yeah. And it leads to one of the best scenes in this movie.
Absolutely. Skillfully used boobs and ass.
This is all he was in. So I don't think it. He wasn't in a lot. The kid.
Assassinate Lincoln. Too soon?
Oh, way to go, Mark. Although it's not his fault.
Clark.
Children of
the End.
Childhood's End. Childhood's End. Oh shit!
And it was Lincoln.
He turns into Saw Gerrera from Rogue One. Like, bring in the boar gullet.
Goo goo gaga. Yeah, and then
it's motivation factor. Oh God.
And so now
that
he's
was
all
one thing
like,
I never, because I can't stand football. I never actually went to a football game when I was in high school.
And now he gets all hulked out.
Someone drank too much of the Gatorade. Wow. Yeah, act, Nicolas Cage, act.
Uncle Frank's going to see me. This is going to be so happy.
Oh my God. No. That look is awesome.
That was clearly not Forrest Whitaker.
Totally different body type.
Yeah, only the face.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, that was great.
Yeah. Yeah, how he basically just cripples the entire fucking team.
That's awesome.
That's a spinal.
Yeah. Did they grab him by the belt? Yank him?
42 to
0.
He turned a negative into a positive.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Both of those guys look like Bill Walton.
It's like Danny Elfman.
Bill Walton.
Yeah.
It's like, do they have to sit on the same side of the...
It's like, I'm wearing what you're wearing, and you're wearing what I'm wearing.
Little meatballs, too.
Well,
Oh, we're very close.
Oh, it's
the most paused scene in the history of
Yep.
cinema on VHS.
I do remember that the VHS copy we had at the video store I worked at was worn
It was
out.
all warped because of... Yeah.
I've heard that from many people.
I'd just like to be the person that rented it, like, right when that happened, like, after it's been warped, like, fuck!
Yeah, I want to say that we had to buy a copy of this movie twice while I was working there.
What store did you work at?
It was a little mom and pop place called Center Plaza Video.
Cool. Early 90s?
Yeah, it was mid-90s. I worked at 94 to 96, I think.
Nice.
Oh, back when you could get away with wearing hot pants.
Uh-oh. I came back for round 2.
Those wraparounds he's got. It's like they're all lens.
What's up, Geordie LaForge?
Yeah. You know what's funny is they're both kind of dressed like hipsters now.
With the hat.
Yeah.
No, that every time I see a hat like that and the way he was wearing it, I think of that kid from Not Another Teen Movie.
Oh, yeah.
That was like the sensitive best
like
friend.
He was supposed to be like Ducky.
Yeah, the way, because he wore the hat the same way.
Yeah.
Well, now you know what it was making fun of.
Yeah.
Phoebe Cates is too cool to have fun in the swimming pool.
We're going to do it underwater.
She's basically a bitch.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's kind of the,
Kind of the idea.
She's sort of the bitchy friend who's, as you said, is too good for
Above it all.
high school. And she's got that older college boyfriend or whatever that she writes to. Once again, kind of looking out for his sister.
Mm-hmm.
And then clearly, has in his mind they are. Clearly kind of has a thing for his sister's best friend. Classic, sibling thing. There it comes. It's baiting time.
If you're watching at home, kids, always lock the door.
Unless you wanted a traumatic experience, then go right for it. And I cannot think, anytime the car is played, this particular car song plays, I think for a lot of people,
like Pavlov's dog.
Yeah.
Like very Pavlovian response to this song.
Yeah. Cute, I always thought you were. Oh,
Jesus.
Yep. There it is. Wait for it. And...
Hello.
Money shot.
Oh, God, Jeremiah, what are you doing?
Don't judge me, Chris. It's been a long day.
Now you know why he became so religious. He like jerking off in a movie once.
This was the turning point.
Yeah. Hollywood went too far.
And the thing was, though, in retrospect, Phoebe Cates did, kind of like a lot of women who do nude scenes in movies, regretted doing that scene. Like, she's, had spoken out like...
Well, she was a young actress.
Yeah.
Talked into stupid
well, same thing with women, as for mentioned, Jamie Lee Curtis regretted doing... Because it was one of those things where they're like, I never thought I was going to have kids. Of course, granted, at the same time, you agreed to do it. You know? I mean...
Well, everybody does stuff when they're young that they regret later.
Yeah.
There's just more public.
Yeah.
Think about it. Cuba owned by a disorganized parliament over 4,000 miles away. Cubans were in a constant...
Is this where he orders pizza?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is he got braces?
I think so, yeah.
And the guy that brings pizza, I've seen him in some other movies.
He was a character actor who passed away, I want to say, in the last 5 years. He was also in Better Off Dead.
That's Taylor Negron.
Yeah, he died, and he was one of those guys that was sad that like the
of
year
all
he
the
died,
people to play a villain in an action movie.
Taylor
Negron, Last Boy Scout.
He tragically died in 2015. He was only 57 years old. I think it was liver cancer, and a big deal. I know, like, a few people made a big deal about how, like, why didn't he get to be on the In Memoriam since he was such a well-known character actor? Because that year at the Academy Awards, he was one of the people that was not on the list.
There's always somebody they leave out. They left out Carol Lindley the year she died.
Yeah. Abe Vigoda, I think, was one that they left out.
Our time?
It's our time out there. Oh!
He's like, does have a point.
But we just did that. I just realized I just did a Goonies reference, which was the last one we
Oh, yes. It's our time now. Our time down here. Yeah.
Up there, it's their time. It's their time up there.
I like how sad Spicoli gets when they take his pizza.
Bummer, bro.
Also, that's not enough for the entire class.
No. Just the teacher's pets.
You can tell he's lactose intolerant because they're not the people who grab the pizza.
I'm working on being a douchebag.
Pop that collar, bruh. You're halfway there.
Once again,
she borrowed Phoebe Cates.
I was going to say, I had no idea that Jennifer Jason Leigh was Native American.
Wasn't Damone in Days of Our Lives?
The only other thing I really remember him from was there was that H.P. Lovecraft movie with Sarandon. Chris Sarandon.
Wasn't Out of the Mouths of Madness, was it?
No. It was called where is it here? Let me look at his filmography. Oh, he was in Fame.
I watched that not too long ago, and I don't remember him in there.
That's another one of those movies that has a shitload of people in it. So he was in not one of the Good American Pies. So.
Chris Sarandon was in an H.P. Lovecraft movie?
Yeah, and it had I'm trying to remember the name of it. I just remember having the girl who played Phoebe on Herman's Head was in it, and then the guy was the main guy who played Hawk, the Slayer. Who was like the main character?
I do not know.
Yeah.
The only HP
apparently he was. Yeah. So he was on. He was on Days of Our Lives from 1983 to 1985. He was.
I thought so.
Yeah.
My mom watched that soap opera, and I remember seeing him on there. Catherine Mary Stewart was on that too.
Yeah. And let's see here. Where is it? Let me find it. What was the? Now I'm. The Resurrected was the movie I was thinking of, and it's got John Terry, Jane Sibelte.
Jane Sibelte. Yeah. I know you're talking about.
And then
here's where Damone loses it.
Yeah, she was.
Here's where Damone loses his cool.
Oh yeah, dick move. He knows his fucking friend likes her and is interested in her and does this, and this is an asshole move.
Yeah. More karma because he can't keep it up.
Yeah.
Giggity.
But he kept it up. He kept it up.
He can't keep it going. I'll put it.
Yeah, because unfortunately he kept. Well, and I guess
you're saying he's got the premature evacuation.
Yeah. But it evacuated at the right time because
Yep.
And his brother, the guy who plays what is his name? Robert.
Jesus, she really went for it in this movie too.
Oh yeah.
Jesus.
Yep. And she really doesn't seem to have any regret because she's been in nude in so many movies.
Single white female.
Also, what's the one with her and Rutger Hauer, the Paul Verhoeven movie that they're in?
Oh, Flesh and Blood?
Yeah, Flesh and Blood. She gets naked in that, too. And
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Mike. But Robert Romanus, I guess is how you say it, Romanos, is this actor. His brother is the guy, we were talking about heavy metal before, his brother's the guy who voices Harry Canyon in heavy metal.
Great name, Harry Canyon.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that if I were you, Mr. Canyon.
First, I had to take care of a couple of assholes.
Yeah.
Which,
New York, big deal. Scum center of the world.
yeah. Also, side note, fucking, shit, why can't I think of his name? Fifth Element.
Bruce Willis.
No, the guy who wrote and directed it.
Luc Besson.
Luc Besson totally fucking ripped off that.
Well, then George Lucas ripped it off for Phantom Menace because what New York looks like in that movie is exactly
or Attack of the Clones. Yeah.
Is there anything Freudian going on here with them slicing that sausage?
So, right after little.
That's
symbolism.
a lot of summer sausage.
Yeah.
Oh, God, just exudes douchiness.
Yeah, it does.
It's like if douchiness had a face, it'd be this asshole.
It'd be his O face when he went early.
This guy's a real company man.
I would kill myself.
Yeah, that's why I don't work corporate.
Nope.
So,
I would absolutely kill myself.
Had enough of that, you know.
Come over here. What are you doing? I'm changing. But you took off your Captain Hook uniform. Well, I thought I'd put my street clothes on for the drive over to IBM. Hamilton, you're going to be as a representative of Captain of those mission ships. Part of our image, part of our appeal is that uniform. You know that. You really want me to put this stuff back on? Yes, I did.
Gross. I mean, just what we were required to wear when I was working at Kmart when I was in high school was bad enough. Like, you had to wear loafers or dress shoes. You had to wear dress pants. You had to wear a button-up shirt with if it was cold out, a sweater on top of it.
Yeah.
So my feet are all jammed, like my toes are all jammed together because I was pushing carts wearing loafers.
Yeah.
And those things had no traction.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds miserable.
It was horrible.
And then, just this sweet car, but then he forgets what he's fucking
Is that
wearing.
Angora? Look out! Look out! That
looks like a little bit like Nancy Wilson.
Yeah, a little bit.
Mohair.
Looks a little bit like what's her name from Heart?
Nancy Wilson.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
No, she looks like the lady from Heart, guys.
I can never remember the blonde one. I remember the brunette. I can never remember the blonde.
Anne and Nancy.
Yeah.
Mama's all right. Your daddy's all right. They just seem a little weird.
Yeah.
He's
about to pull a cheap trick.
Oh! Remember when we used to wear our socks that high? No, I never did. But a guy that I work with still does.
Old tubers.
He's maybe 4 years older than me.
Oh.
And he does not look that old, but he wears a sock. And I'm always going like, Rob, what the hell?
Yeah. I was like, I mean, tube socks. I don't get it.
What's up, baby?
Well, exactly.
He's shaping up to be a super villain.
Yep.
The color scheme that he's wearing.
She's
He's gonna be the Joker.
Oh, you know, it's fine. We only did it once.
I haven't been with anybody else.
You wanted more than I did.
Now I'm thinking of Silver Bullet. That ain't my bun in your oven. Oh.
all of a sudden you see Drew Barrymore standing in the background watching this fight happen, and the guy's shoes.
Or was it when Drew Barrymore? It was the girl from Anne of Green Gables.
No, I'm just saying that she's in the back and set this dude's shoes on fire for arguing.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see that remake?
And which one?
Firestarter?
Oh, God, no. I haven't.
It is the worst goddamn thing I've ever seen.
Dude, I could have told you that without watching it.
Oh, my God.
I saw the trailer when I saw how they were advertising it.
So I'm sitting there going, like, with today's special effects.
Yeah, but when I saw how they were advertising it, I was like, they do not want this movie to succeed. Like, yeah.
The way what they did to Rainbird in it is terrible. The way it just ends.
Yeah.
Like remember the big finale of the movie?
Yeah,
she just like burns,
blows the whole thing up.
Basically, it's a minute of her just walking down the hall, just like looking at people and going like, "You're on fire," and then she walks out the building. It's over.
Yeah. Hey, you got to hand it to Damone. At least he's trying to get some money for the abortion.
Yeah, that's definitely Pete Townsend.
Yeah, that is Pete Townsend.
And I think that's Buddy Holly. No, I think it's Buddy Holly. Next to him?
Well, there's another picture of Elvis Costello upside down.
Yeah, that's Elvis Costello up there.
The one that's
microphone. It looks like.
But I see glasses. That's the thing.
Looks like Sinatra or something.
I think I see glasses on, but I can't really tell because of the resolution.
I can't tell who that is to the right.
Yeah.
It looks like the postman on Cheers.
He's bleeding.
Yeah.
That's definitely Buddy. I know that's Elvis Costello.
Great Stevie Nicks tune playing.
This is before or after she burned that hole in her nose with the cocaine.
Okay. Let's not focus on that.
Oh, that's not the guy who knocked me up. And then here you see why, like once again, Judge Reinhold, kind of
being the big bro.
Yeah, because the whole point was he was trying to get money to, I'll help you pay for it.
Yep.
And then he's like, he kept calling in all the loans and stuff, and nobody was paying for it. And then she's, I'm just going bowling. But
just so happens to be an abortion clinic next door.
And then, and then he sees, pull the wool over Judge's eyes, will you? Ew, her boyfriend's her brother. That's gross. Holy crap, it's a good thing you did get rid of that thing. Yep.
Don't worry, I won't tell Mom and Dad.
Also, I don't believe that baseball team is called that anymore.
Okay, Brad, please don't tell Mom.
Who did it?
Because I'm going to beat their ass. You're a dead man, Ramsey.
No wonder you guys never talk. Which is also a film on our podcast.
Yep.
You all right?
We haven't watched the Hulk Hogan movie in a while.
Well, I don't think I can sit through Mr. Nanny.
Oh, God. What about the Three Ninjas at Thunder Mountain or whatever it was?
Maybe Rocky 3.
I was going to say, there's that one. Yeah. Thunder Lips.
In the flesh, baby. But then, okay, here we go. Somebody's getting some revenge on them.
And his mother told me that he was in the garage helping his father. Well, Mike DeMone's a no-brain little prick, Stacy. I'm not.
I mean, she'd know. Well, she wouldn't, but she would.
Please don't do anything. I don't even like the guy. Stacy, he's not a guy. He's a little prick.
He's like, I feel personally attacked.
Although when you see
emotional damage.
To be honest, like when you see where he lives, I mean, it makes sense. Like he lives in that hovel where she lives in that beautiful house at the pool.
Yeah.
AMC Pacer or Gremlin or one of those old crappy cars.
I'm trying. Is it a Pinto or a Torino or?
It has a C.
Yeah.
Starts with a C. I can see that much of it. I couldn't see anything.
Yeah, you could see that much.
Oh,
I did go to comedy school. He just has to, turn it into Cheap Trick.
Yeah.
See, if this was made in the 2000s, like the aughts, it would have been Lil.
Ah, yes.
Lil.
Still wearing his Popeye shirt. Which, at this point, it's weird because, I guess because he works in the movie theater, because I was going to say that's probably how he had that, because Popeye at this point was a failure, was a box office failure.
I saw that in the theater. Honestly, that was one of those movies where, like, I kept on telling my dad, like, I just want to go. Can we just go?
Really? I actually like that movie.
Well, to like a 5-year-old kid, it's boring as shit.
Really? But it's a cartoon. It should appeal. And it's Robin Williams. Kids love Robin Williams. Oh, fantastic, marvelous.
I just found it incredibly boring.
Yeah. Although I would, what's funny is I would kill to have that Popeye shirt now.
That's a cool shirt.
Yeah.
It looks like an iron-on. You could probably make that yourself.
Oh, no, I know, yeah.
It's got the glitter, though. You can tell it's got the glitter.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just finding out now.
Get the boss.
Uh-oh. I love how you see the crowd start together. The king of cartoons just showed up.
You ain't kidding. And this is how I graduated with no friends.
Oh yeah, the morgue scene.
All right, now today we're going to explore how this hospital preserves human life. We'll be visiting every floor, every level where these fine doctors and nurses.
We never got to go to a hospital in high school.
Yeah.
I don't really remember doing a lot of field trips in high school.
We like, what was it, June in high school?
Yeah, I don't really remember.
We went to Little Italy in Chicago, but that's about it.
I remember elementary field trips. We went to the Dallas Cowboys Stadium, but I don't remember high school field trips, really.
High school didn't really, we really didn't get a lot of those. Junior high, we went to Springfield for like a weekend, and then that was 7th grade, and then in 8th grade, we went to D.C. for like a week.
Nice.
That was where they ate it. What is it? Not Smokies. It was like a buffet, like a pizza buffet.
Cece's?
No, Stokies or Smokies. If only I had a device that could tell me things I want to know.
Also, what's the deal with that fucking skeleton in the back? It looked weirdly mutated. Oh, it's backwards. That's why it's like it's got the spine in the front.
This gentleman here is named Arthur. Arthur was good enough to die last week of heart failure, and we are fortunate enough today to view his body in its pristine state.
Yeah, doesn't seem very pristine.
Now here, an incision has been made. The ribs have been sawed off, allowing us to remove the breastplate. And
Why does he have spaghetti inside him?
There's a rack of ribs.
Here we have the human lung. And here is the human heart, which you can see is actually located in the center of your chest.
Yeah, it's ramen.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's definitely just noodles. Oh, it's just someone rooted around in her very recently, so now she's all freaking out.
Stuffy?
Are you okay? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. I just made a jerk out of myself.
No, come on, no, you didn't.
Can't go back in there.
We'll wait until they come out and we'll blend in. Oh, here they come.
Sizzler.
Shakey's. Shakey's Pizza. Every fucking day.
Oh, he's inspecting him to see if he's stoned.
We used to get stoned during. We had psychology. We had split lunch in psychology, and we would go get stoned at lunch and come back. And teacher would say, she would make jokes about smelling something funny and our red eyes and stuff, but we never got in trouble. Those were different times.
Also, someone likes Pat Benatar.
I was going to say, that's what I kept on thinking was Pat Benatar.
Yeah. Nice crib notes.
Just do the abacadabra.
Not a whole lot to have to remember. Can't remember 5 things.
I almost feel like this is the younger version of the heroin dealer in
Pulp Fiction?
Pulp Fiction, yeah. That's my skull!
That means Patricia Arquette's got to be back there somewhere.
Or not, Rosanna.
Rosanna Arquette.
Yeah.
I'd rather it be Patricia.
Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck you. Also, just one of the guys. Clearly, just one of the guys took reference from this scene because of all the Playboy spreads he has on his walls. Because that's the thing where the younger brother does that whenever the parents leave.
I had a 16-year-old cousin who subscribed to Playboy, and his mom was perfectly fine with it. He had boxes of them in his room.
He read the articles.
All the pages are stuck together.
Yeah.
Well, my mom would say, would mention it, and she'd say, they have some good recipes in there.
Recipes for an erection? I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, at one time, it was the premier magazine for publishing fiction. They paid 2 writers $2,000 an article or a story. They published a lot of stories, a lot of good authors.
Not sure. I know, I know, Stephen King and
Ray Bradbury was published in.
Yeah. Probably Richard Matheson was one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was because it was meant to be like a gentleman's magazine,
Yeah, it was a.
And they would have articles on stereo equipment too.
Be gentle.
Yeah, they'd review stereo equipment.
And yeah.
That is not Elvis Costello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nor is it Don Henley, which is, it's an Eagles song. It's also the reason why I fucking hate the Eagles is this goddamn song. It is one of the worst written songs ever. He was a hard-headed man. He was brutally handsome. She was terminally pretty. They had one thing in common: they were good and dead.
Somebody bought a thesaurus.
Yeah, and it's just like, God, this is terrible. This lyrics are just the worst. And that, hearing Life in the Fast Lane is what made me decide I hated the Eagles. Except for, well, not so much the Eagles, but Don Henley. Because I love Joe Walsh.
He's dressed like Robert Downey Jr. in Weird Science.
Which one?
The douche that got for Jason Leigh knocked out.
Look, he's cramming. This is kind of like very Bill and Ted-ish because he's learning all his history right now.
San Dimas.
Yeah. San Dimas football rules. And then you kind of see that.
He's not a stupid guy.
Well, he is, but he's he says because he even says you'll probably squeak by. Because the whole reason we kind of glazed over. The whole reason he showed up there is he's like, oh, you wasted my time for.
I'm gonna waste yours.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like wearing a retainer. Today. That's the first wood that Ray Walston's gotten in 30 years.
Like this is supposed to be his wife.
Oh, God.
They're both checking her out.
She yanked her hand away.
Boning.
Ew. That's the shagging wagon. That's what that was named.
Maybe it's the Turtle Mobile.
Yeah, it kind of is. Yeah.
I mean, originally in the cartoon, it was meant to be like a beetle bus. Oh no!
It broke up.
Yeah.
That's like being broken up by a text.
Yeah.
I know what that's all about.
That's how it's done these days. Seriously, nobody talks on the phone anymore. A nice glycerin there.
Somebody just put Vicks Vapor Rub on
Yeah. All better now. And if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go be in Gremlins. Also, how come
Anthony Edwards?
When will somebody bring back the tuxedo shirt?
Come on,
I will.
Make it happen.
I'll bring it back.
I'm pretty sure if you go to 80stees.com, they have it.
I want a real one. I want like one from the 80s.
I got a Black Death malt liquor T-shirt for Christmas, so I can be like Johnny Fever.
I can just see her mouthing in the background. We will be invincible.
She's a heartbreaker. Breaker. Brew baker.
Like, I'm going to shave my head in Police Academy. That pizza they're making always looks like the high school pizza. Still holding that RC Cola.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was the 80s. RC Cola, that was, there was the big three. Now it's only the big two. I wonder why.
There's still a couple of restaurants in my hometown that have RC Cola on tap.
Yeah. Ooh.
Like, what, do you want to get knocked up again?
Oh, don't worry. He's not going to do anything. Guy's pretty much a eunuch.
I want to give you my knot change.
Is that your passport photo? What the fuck?
I was getting Jack to it in the bathroom when you're on lunch break.
This is a funny thing. She does kind of look like my ex.
Way to go, Hamilton.
Oh, Springsteen. I was like, who is that on his shirt? It's Springsteen.
They finally meet.
No.
Yeah. Man, it is fast time because it's been 7 months already. It's like, Jesus.
I failed math class.
It's ironic that he doesn't have a job, yet his shirt works every time. Come on. It's still 45. Come on, Chris. I figured
No.
you'd like a savvy joke like that from Billy D. Williams. Yeah, you know. Oh, and this is James Russo.
What is that noise?
So yeah, James Russo, who's another well-known character actor.
He was in Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah, he was Axel's friend.
Yeah.
He was also in Extremities with like Farrah Fawcett.
Brad's second most intense encounter at the register.
Hey, Brett, do you hear that clicking noise on your end?
What was that? Oh. And you got fucked.
What the hell?
Yeah, it's had advancement. And then they suck.
So I haven't gone all the way. Mr. Hand has a hand on his TV set.
And then all worked out.
Come on, what's Arnold? It doesn't say what Arnold's going to be doing.
Oh, fuck Arnold.
Yeah, Arnold gets the short end of the stick.
Robert Romanus, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, those were some fast times at Ridgemont High. And more so though, really, I would say more so fast times at Ridgemont Mall.
Hey, Brett, do you hear that clicking sound?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Is that Tron?
No, that's Missile Command.
Also, why does it say game over? Wouldn't it, or why does it say the end? Wouldn't it say game over?
It's the end of the world, man.
Game over, man. Game over.
Pamela Springsteen. I knew I recognized her.
Which one was she?
Pamela Springsteen was the one that looked like Pat Benatar.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
What
look,
else is she in
it says beautiful girl
Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3.
Oh, okay. Wait, she's the one that replaced... And she's Springsteen. She's Bruce Springsteen's sister or whatever. Yeah. Oh.
So it really was Nancy Wilson in the car.
Oh, God.
No, it was the lady from Heart.
Yeah.
Is this going to be like that joke from Age of Ultron with Captain America? Like, you're not going to live that down, are you? Language.
Oh.
I do not know what the hell that noise is.
Oh. I have theories, but I'm not sure if they're real. But no, I mean, it's still a fun movie. I mean,
it's granted, just like a slice of life thing.
Yeah, I mean, granted, especially if like you grew up or had older brothers or older siblings in the '80s. Yeah, like you or grew up through, or like I said, it calls back to your childhood, or in your guys' case, probably your closer to like Queens.
A lot of the stuff in the movie rings true for sure, living through that time, and
yeah,
for sure.
And like, listen, some of the jokes, don't really age well, but there's a lot of things in a lot of movies that don't. But no, and it's also got a great soundtrack for the most part. so many actors in this movie that went on to. It was also the kind of like the beginning for a lot of these people's careers, i.e., Sean Penn, Forrest Whitaker, Jennifer Jason Leigh, Anthony Edwards, and Eric Stoltz.
Yeah, and Led Zeppelin rarely lets their music. They rarely license their music, and you hear Kashmir in this. It's unusual.
Yeah.
Jack Black talks about how he had to convince him to use.
For greatest song in the world or tribute.
Yeah, for School of Rock.
Oh shit! Oh.
I was like, what are you talking about?
Because I was thinking Tenacious D. I was thinking Tenacious D tribute because that's about Stairway.
Okay, no, the Immigrant Song in School of Rock.
Yeah.
Thor.
Yeah. Thor, it's appropriate because
it makes sense.
Yeah, it's a song about Vikings. Yeah. Oh, it is actually rated R. Okay.
Yeah. Well, duh.
Well, you didn't know. It was like that weird time when, we can still show shit, in a PG-13 movie because PG-13 was a new rating.
Okay, so here's a trivia question. It's sort of subjective, but it's really not. So, what is the most adult G movie ever released?
Adult G movie?
Yeah, the most adult, the G-rated movie.
Bambi. Bambi.
Yeah, it deals with themes of death and everything.
Yeah, I mean, there's also I think Planet of the Apes was the first one was technically rated G.
Yep. Planet of the Apes was rated G, and it had blood and nudity and violence and everything.
Yep.
I can't imagine. They probably didn't even watch it. They just said Planet of the Apes, G, monkeys running around.
Yeah.
Well, at that point, it was still a new system. They hadn't really figured shit out,
Like, wow, look at Jaws. Jaws would be rated R nowadays.
Yeah.
Released PG-13.
Well, it's because it's the Spielberg factor. Yeah. Spielberg is what fucking created, his movies are what created the idea of, it's not really R, it's not really PG. Let's come up with another rating.
Right. Did you guys see The Fabelmans?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Not. Yeah, I've heard it's really good.
Yeah, it was pretty fantastic.
Yeah, I loved it.
And saw that right before the new year.
Yeah, I still haven't really. I mean, I have it on my DVR, but I haven't sat down and watched it just because I'm like, I need to be in the right frame of mind.
It's good.
Well, not that one. The everything, everywhere, all at once. Every time I sit down and watch it, I'm like, I need to be in the right frame of fucking mind to watch it.
Gave me a headache.
You have to really pay attention to that one.
And every time I sit down, it's usually like, I'm fucking tired from doing this, and I'm like, I started watching. I'm like, I'm not. No, I gotta take back to one. Probably, of course, now that I'm on paid vacation,
I got plenty
of time to watch it.
Well, the production of that movie was phenomenal of that movie, but man, it is fat. It's a lot. It throws a lot at you.
Yeah, it's dense.
Yeah.
But I really liked it.
Yeah. Brett, thank you for joining us and picking Fast Times for us.
It's been a lot of fun. My latest book, The 100 Greatest Console Video Games 1988 through 1998. Christopher Pico himself has a couple of essays in there, and that is now available. You can find all my stuff at brettweisswords.com, including my YouTube channel. You can just find me under Brett Weiss.
And for those of you listening to us, once again, thank you for joining us. And remember, if you like what it is that we do here, please like, subscribe, and most importantly, Chris, what should they do?
Share, dude.
Oh, no way!
He'll up you out of hell of a piss, Arnold.